everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this is part 2 of our bunk bed building, and it's not part 2 to show you the rest because as you can see it's completely together. It's part 2 because we just had like a week of fallout. We spent so much time putting this together, which, I mean, it looks fantastic and Mercy loves it, but we spent so much time doing this that things around the house just got neglected. So I've got 3 or 4 loads of laundry to get through. The living room needs to be straightened up, the kitchen needs to be straightened up, dishes need to be caught up, laundry needs to be caught up. And then we ended up with issues. We had a shelf here in her room and we didn't really have any choice but to move that. We had artwork up on the walls, we had no choice but to move that. So this is just all about getting everything back together and recovering a little bit. This was a really easy bed to put together, but it just ended up being time consuming. And it's time consuming because we're parents, two little ones, lots and lots of interruptions, just kind of the way it is. So enjoy. I got plenty of motivation for you today. Hi friends, welcome back. I am practicing talking to the camera for a little bit of an introduction, and I'm getting a little bit better at it, I think. I have a lot to get done this week, and you're really going to see me just focusing on one major thing a day. That's just the way it goes. This day, the focus was this bedroom, and it looks like I got it all done really quickly, but what this doesn't show you is how many times I was interrupted, how many times I needed to go change a diaper, feed a baby, or just, you know, sometimes she just wants to be cuddled. She's teething right now, so we're definitely in a cuddle sort of phase. If you are new here, my name is Erin, and I'm a mom. I am married. We've been married for 4 years, and I am a mom to 2 little girls. I have a 7-month-old and I have a 2.5-year-old. And I'm cleaning up the room that will one day be both of theirs. But for now, just straightening it up. And now that I have the drawer in the bunk bed that you can see there finished, I will actually be clearing out some space in my tiny little hall closet. And into that drawer, I'm going to put all the baby stuff in there. I loved this. I'm so glad we went with the drawer. We almost bought a bunk that had a like a hide-a-bed under it. What is that called? Either way, it was so nice to have new storage spaces to utilize, and I definitely put this one to, I think, a really good use. This was the day that I felt the most productive. The baby took a really good nap. She was happy and content to play on her own, which she does more and more often now, especially since she can play on the floor with toys. She's working really hard on crawling. So we're meeting some really exciting milestones. But on this day, I managed to really get things picked up and put away. I was actually playing some of my favorite YouTube moms that I enjoy watching and just cleaning alongside with. So this turned out to be probably the best of the 3 or 4 days last week that I filmed myself cleaning. I just felt like I got so much accomplished. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. My channel, Clean the Day, is all about seizing the moment that you have, even if it's 10 minutes, to get up and get something accomplished. Even if it's moving the laundry, even if it's putting away some shoes, like you see me doing here. This is all about just some real life, mom life, and what it's like to try to keep the house clean with 2 little ones and busy schedule. This is just kind of the way it is. So if you're new here, welcome. And if you're back, thank you for watching again. I'm going to be sharing with you an easy dinner idea. It's not really a recipe, it's more like an idea. And I'm also going to be sharing with you a cleaning hack, which is coming up right now. It's how I clean off my couch. As you can see right here, it's dirty. This is a couch cover. I ordered it off of Amazon, and I can link it in the description. It looks really good. It looks a little funny, but it wasn't supposed to be permanent. But what I have in my spray bottle is half water and half of the concentrate cleaner that comes with, that came with my Bissell spot cleaning machine. So it's just a carpet upholstery concentrate cleaner, and this works perfect. I just spray it right on there, and it literally just takes up whatever is sitting right there on the surface. Each of these pieces can actually come off the couch and be put in the washer, which I try to do every once in a while. But you can see there, it's nice and dirty. It's working perfectly. I do this once a week, sometimes even every day, depending on what gets spilled on the couch. Really easy hack. One thing that I actually do enjoy doing is cooking. I actually really do like to cook, but every evening it's a little bit more of a challenge. There's a 2-year-old running around, there's a baby that's demanding to be held or fed. So cooking has changed a lot in the last, I would say, 2 years, probably since Mercy was born. So every time I want to cook, first of all, I have to clean the kitchen. I cannot cook in a dirty kitchen. And second of all, I try to find recipes that are really easy, things that I can put in the oven and it all cooks together at the same time. So I am always looking for recipes, willing to try out really simple things that just don't take very much time to cook. But first and foremost, I have to have a clean kitchen for me to start cooking the meal in. So every afternoon, this is usually what I'm doing. It's cleaning up the kitchen so that I can get dinner ready to go. One of my favorite things to do is actually to have dinner ready by the time Chris comes home with Mercy. My husband Chris works outside the house every day. He works pretty long hours. My employment status is currently PRN or as needed. I am an activities assistant in a nursing home, and thanks to COVID, that hasn't been the same at all since the beginning of 2020. I have had very few hours, but thankfully we're doing okay, and it works. I'm using my favorite homemade cleaner. You probably have heard this before. It's part water, part rubbing alcohol, and a little bit of Dawn dish soap, and it is the best thing for my countertops. It just gets everything off. It breaks it up. It's perfect. I do not recommend this cleaner on wood though. I'm going to be starting dinner very soon, and I really don't have it written down as a recipe, so I will just tell you what I'm putting together here. Baked ribs is such a super easy dinner. It's not traditional barbecue. I don't have time to do that, but we buy big racks of ribs. They come usually in a pack of 3 at Sam's Club. It's a great deal. We get so much out of it. And all I do is put together a so-called seasoning rub, 1 scoop of each seasoning that I like. I don't even measure it out. And then I put the seasoning on the ribs, cover them up, and bake them. And you're going to see that here in just a minute, so stay tuned. Alright, so this is my little seasoning rub. I'm just mixing it all together, and I'm going to put it all over, rub it in really good. What you don't see is how many times I actually stopped to go wash my hands, because I do not like to handle raw meat. I love to cook, but I have to wash my hands constantly. So I do this. I used every bit of it and wrapped everything up in the tin foil. I baked them in the oven on 350 for 45 minutes to an hour. You can use a thermometer if you need to check the doneness, but that works for me. I open it up and I pour my favorite barbecue sauce all over it, and then stick it back in and let that barbecue sauce get nice and hot and bubbly. And I threw some tater tots into my air fryer, and that was dinner. It was super easy, delicious finger food. It was perfect. So this is the next day, and I completely focused on laundry on this day. I will say that just because you only see me doing laundry doesn't mean I didn't do anything else. I know that that sounds kind of strange, but I focused completely on the laundry. I still managed to keep the dishes going, but I had 3, maybe 4 loads of laundry that were done and dry and just sitting in baskets in my bedroom. So I spent so much time just folding clothes and putting them away. I even got out all of our stored 12-month clothing because the baby is growing so fast. She's so much bigger than Mercy was at her age that we are ready for some 12-month clothes. So I went and got those. I folded everything and put away the things that we would actually be using soon. and some things kind of went back to storage that we just can't use right now. But this was what I would like to call a laundry day. Let me know in the comments if you ever just have a laundry day. Do you ever have one day of the week where it's your goal to just accomplish that one thing? I don't really have it put together quite like that. If you do, kudos. I think that's fantastic. I do have some ideas and planning tips, so stay tuned to the end of the video and I will share more of that with you. But for now, if you've got some laundry to fold, go and grab it. Let's do this together and fold and put away these clothes. This week I kind of felt like I was running around crazy, just trying to keep up. And I know that this was the fallout from building our daughter's bunk beds. We spent so much time on it. I know you've already heard that 3 or 4 times, but it was a very time-consuming project. And when you have 2 little ones that are constantly interrupting, it really took, it must have been 3 or 4 days before I was even able to put the drawers together and put the drawers in. So it felt really good to get some of this clean. Let me know if you are like that too. You just love it when it's clean. You wish it would stay that way. It makes you feel good because it really feels awesome when I have a clean dining room table to sit and eat dinner on. I'm using my favorite Murphy's wood cleaner on my table. It works the best. It doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't leave a film. So I love that about this. This is Mowgli hopping up to say hi right here. His cat condo is right in the way of where I was filming, but that's okay. So this video is kind of odd. It really just shows the main things that I was able to focus on this week. But I want to share with you some of the things that I do when I'm trying to plan. I get really overwhelmed and I stress about things really bad. Let me know in the comments if you're the same. But my mom always said to write things down if you are having difficulty. So that's exactly what I did here. I try to write down my to-do list every day. I use a planner that I love. I completely customized it. It's called Personal Planner. And I was able to pick exactly the way I wanted it to look. But this is more like a brain dump. I don't know what else to call it. But I just have to write down the things I'm thinking of when I'm thinking about them. And it just helps. So we're going to be traveling in a couple months by road up we are going up north to New England. So we're driving from Florida to the New England area, and I'm really stressed about it. I'm excited, but it's not going to be easy to do with 2 babies and a small car. So I took this opportunity to write down just what was on my mind, what I was thinking about, because sometimes it just churns in my head forever, and I just took this opportunity to write it down. And I'm already working on shopping lists and what to get for while we're gone, what to get for while we're driving. We'll be staying in a rental house, so we'll buy groceries when we're there. But the driving, that's the part that I am a little bit more worried about. So I also try to plan out my weeks. I picked a planner layout that has all 7 days of the week, so I can just write down everything on Sunday that I need to do for the week, including my shopping list, what day I'm going to try to go shopping. Nothing ever goes as planned. That's probably my biggest tip. It never goes as planned. But that's okay. I write it down and I check it off when I get it done, and that's the best feeling in the world. Absolute best feeling in the world. So I will be ending this video with my planning here, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of an odd one, but it was a really odd week, so I guess that's just the way life goes. Please subscribe, please hit the notification bell, and follow in this crazy journey of taking everything one day at a time. So I'm here for you. I would love comments. Let me know what you think. And I hope you have a really, really great day. And I hope that you're able to accomplish what you need to accomplish. Thank you so much for joining me today.